As you can see, you're doing fine.
No thanks to Ben Harris.
I've reassigned your case to Dr. Ramirez.
Good. I don't want Ben Harris anywhere near me.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Look, the man tried to kill me.
As an attorney, I'm sure you're aware that making allegations you can't support is a very dangerous business. And as chief of staff of this hospital, I won't tolerate it. Whatever your history with Ben Harris, I will vouch for his medical ethics. And he would no more jeopardize your life in the OR than run you down with a car.
Now, you're a loyal man, Dr. Hughes. I appreciate that. But Ben Harris had ample reason to wish me dead.
Dr. Ramirez will handle your case, and you and Dr. Harris will settle your differences after you leave my hospital. Jessica?
Bob? May I come in?
If you're here to tell me how wrong I am about Ben Harris, then...
Actually, I'm here to talk about your daughter.
Beautiful! Where are you?
I don't know if beautiful's here, but I am.
You are more than beautiful. You're sexy, and soulful, funny.
Well, where's this coming from? Something happened?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Right. The baby is Jack's. I don't know how else to tell you.
Yes, something happened. Something wonderful. You.
If that's Prince Charming, tell him I'm taken.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Mike, you got a minute? Sorry for barging in like this without calling, but I had this great idea, a surprise for Carly, and I was wondering if you guys could help me with it.
Sure, come on in.
Oh, great. Listen, after we talked, I got to thinking about the baby coming, and well...
Shh, not Molly.
She doesn't know about it?
I figured it was Carly's news to tell.
Hi, Emily. It's me. About to dig myself in deeper. I took your advice and I lied to Mike. And now I'm gonna maneuver Rosanna onto my side. Or I'm gonna die trying. Anyway, when you get this message, pray.
Excuse me. Carly, to any advocating prayer, you must be desperate.
Well, look at you. Up and about. You must be feeling better?
Those flowers are for me. You can leave them at the front desk. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Well, you can enjoy them tonight. Can I come in? You probably want to sit down anyway. Although, from what I remember, it's the getting up and down that's the most difficult.
From what you remember.
Yeah, from childbirth.
I suspect this is slightly different.
Yeah. What I meant...
Look, I don't have time for you to make nice Carly, so please go. You know, I have to get organized. I have a very busy day tomorrow.
Get organized? Why? All you're gonna do is lay on a couch and order room service?
Actually, I'm going to sit with Craig and make some plans, and I'm very much looking forward to it, but it's going to take a little energy, so if you don't mind...
You and Craig making plans? Well, it sounds like you guys have made things official. Congrats!
Mr. Montgomery, as much as we'd like to accommodate...
I tell you what, you get the ramps in by the end of the week, I'll double your money.
We'll let you know.
I always wondered what this place looked like on the inside. Casey calls it very golf. No wonder Barbara likes it.
Katie, Margot, thank you for coming.
So, Craig, what are we doing here?
Yeah, Craig, why did you want to see both of us here?
Well, when a man needs advice, who better to ask than his own two sisters?
You're asking us for advice?
Before you do something?
Why not? I am capable of growth, you know. And I need help. Because if you don't stop me, I'm gonna marry Rosanna Cabot.
What's wrong? I'm not blind. I can see it in your face.
Bob reassigned Travers' case to Hector Ramirez.
Good. Hope old Hector drops him on his head.
Travers is telling everybody that I tried to kill him.
I wish you had.
It wasn't intentional.
Can he prove that you did something, nick that vein or whatever, on purpose?
Of course not.
Then let it go.
Oh, look, I can't. First, he seduces Jessica and he throws it in my face, and now he's trying to ruin my career.
And let's not forget, he's being brought up on charges for scrolling around with James Stenbeck. Okay, he lost his job. He's on his way out. This is a short-term problem. You just play it cool, and it'll all take care of itself.
Oh, yeah, that's what Jessica said.
So you've been talking to Jessica?
Yeah. She gave me some legal advice.
Good.
She's a top-notch attorney. I'd be crazy not to listen to her.
But?
I wish I could say I could trust her.
You think she's working you?
How do you mean?
Well, maybe her and Travers are planning some malpractice suit to bring you down.
Come on, man, it's crazy.
Then what's there not to trust? You just said she was a top-notch attorney.
I should think that that would be obvious.
Yeah, it is. You haven't forgiven her.
I've been in touch with child welfare in Teresina.
Brazil? How did you know?
That night on the dock, I overheard Stenbeck say your daughter was in Teresina, so Margot and I have been trying to locate her.
You won't find her.
Well, we haven't found her yet, but Teresina's a big city, and the agency there is very hopeful.
Yeah, they all are. But I could have told you it's useless to go through official channels.
Well, I know there's a lot of red tape, but there are still a few good people who are really trying.
They're all good. But their hands are tied. Believe me, I tried. When I thought that Zara was in Buenos Aires, I turned the agency there upside down. It didn't do any good.
So, what do you suggest?
I have to go there myself. I'd be there right now if it weren't for Ben Harris's mistake. Bob Hughes' word, not mine.
Ben Harris saved your life.
I know why you're here, Jessica. My daughter was just an excuse. You're here to defend Ben Harris.
Oh, I don't need to defend Ben. He didn't do anything wrong. Now, that artery might have been weakened by the original injury. So don't embarrass yourself by accusing Ben of something you can't prove. It just makes you look small. And do not smile at me when I'm angry.
You know, if you were really angry, you'd be slamming out that door right now. But you're not. Why is that, Counselor?
Because I want to talk about you and me.
Craig, you would be marrying Rosanna for her money. Huh?
And you've been there, done that.
Yeah, it almost landed you in jail last time.
And while Barbara's Barbara,
Rosanna's worse.
Craig, she's cold and manipulative and sneaky.
And ruthless and calculating and cold.
She's not that cold, trust me.
Okay, so she's great in the sack. But your daughter hates her.
No, hate is kind of a strong word. Lucy and I have been through a lot together, and I think she has a more open mind about it.
What, since she lost half her memory?
Rosanna has changed.
From what, a weasel to a ferret?
You can be so unkind, you know that?
Don't do it. Exactly. Well, now that we have that all settled, what are we doing in Barbara Ryan's house?
That's my house. Bought it this morning.
Well, so much for asking our advice before you do something
Craig,
stupid.
You're gonna starve without room service.
And let's not forget all the cozy, homey memories, like James trying to kill you in the basement.
He's in jail, and I am hiring a staff. This house is for Lucy. She can't go back to the lake because she's confined enough in a wheelchair. And here we have space for all of her equipment and rehab exercise. We can do the whole East Wing with rings and mats, and she'll have every advantage she would have had in Montego.
You owe me $5.
No. He just mentioned Montego.
Yeah, but he's competing with Sierra.
No, it's not the same.
Oh, speaking of, if you want to get married so badly, why don't you marry Sierra?
Not an option.
Why?
Because whatever we were, we are not now.
But if it's about buying a bigger house...
I don't need Sierra to buy me a house, or Rosanna, or anybody else.
we're not talking about Rosanna anymore. Weren't you listening?
Yes, ruthless, manipulative, cold. Cold she is not always, and ruthless and manipulative. Have you noticed how Cabot Motors doubled their profits in the last 3 years?
He's defending her.
Yeah.
And what good are you two? I asked you over here to talk me out of this, not into it.
Okay, fine. Let's start over.
Okay, Craig, we accept that you respect Rosanna because of her business acumen.
And that she's not cold.
But you gotta give us just one good reason why you want to make her your wife.
That's good. I like that. One good reason why you would want to marry that Rosanna.
I don't want to get married.
Then don't!
Actually, you know, I don't... Fine. I should thank you.
Thank me for what?
Your little pre-wedding indiscretion with Craig. For whatever reason, he told me about it. You know, once he made that choice, once he was honest with me, our whole relationship changed. There's a wonderful openness between us now. In fact, we're closer together than ever.
Well, good. I mean that. I'm happy for you. For both of you.
What is going on here? The flowers, girl talk, what's next? Shall we go get a pedicure? Perhaps have a sleepover?
I don't think a sleepover's really in the cards
Well,
for us.
Monte Carlo isn't either, so if that's what you're angling for, another chance, you can just forget it. You knew the terms of the contract, you signed it, you broke it. The fact that Craig and I are closer together is irrelevant.
I'm not here to talk about Monte Carlo, Rosanna. I've accepted your decision. It's over. In fact, I've even told Jack that I quit.
And he believed you?
It was the best way to keep him from asking questions.
He's a detective. He knows about the non-fraternization clause. He's gonna figure it out.
No, he won't. The situation has changed. Jack and I got some really good news, and he's so absorbed in this news that Monte Carlo is the last thing on his mind.
So you come here with flowers and girl talk and good wishes for Craig and no interest in Monte Carlo.
No, I didn't say I had no interest. I said that I'd accepted the situation.
Which has apparently changed because of your good news?
Yes. The good news. Jack and I, we just found out we're gonna have a baby.
You and me. Whatever could you mean?
Do you want me to spell it out for you? Okay, well, we were sexually intoxicated for a moment, but... And before that, facing off in the courtroom in the polls, that was a different kind of excitement. But there was more, too.
You mean other than the mental sparring and the sexual pyrotechnics? What?
You told me you loved me.
And I got slapped for it.
Well, that was because I didn't want to hear it at the time, especially since it seemed to be true.
But then again, maybe I was just being arrogant.
I know you're always arrogant, but not this time. It was, honest. Simple. You meant it. You love me.
Still do.
Okay, so if I were to be honest, then I'd have to admit I had feelings for you, too.
Okay, are we cool now? Go. Okay, Parker's got an open invitation at John's, or Helen's if John can't handle it. And the baby's not due for, what, another 8 months or so? So I was thinking, now's the time before life gets too complicated.
And it will.
Right, so while we still have this time...
Time for what?
All I know is Jack's got some brilliant idea, and if he ever stops patting himself on the backboard, he might tell us what it is.
He just made fun of you. Well, I'm all for brilliant ideas. What's up?
Well, as you know, Carly and I took a little detour while we were getting married. We made it to the I do's, but we never quite made it to the honeymoon part. And I was thinking, now that JJ's back with his folks...
It's fabulous, Jack!
Okay. Why are you kissing him like that?
Because he's taking Carly on a honeymoon. Isn't that great? It's great. Where? Because I know at one point in time you were thinking about a cabin in the mountains, but Jack, it's freezing. And she's been changing diapers for a month. I think she needs a little pampering.
How's Cancun sound?
Perfect. Jack, and you know I've been there. I have a whole... I have music, I have pictures, I have sombreros.
Okay, so you have all that so you can get your hands on all that
Yes,
stuff.
I have a whole Cancun box. That box that I haven't unpacked yet.
The one that you could fit a refrigerator.
Yeah, stuff from Cancun, believe it or not. So when do you need it by?
How's now sound?
Now.
Now.
Spontaneous. Okay, yeah.
Fine, what do you have in mind? Well, let's just say Carly's a big fan of coming attractions.
She's passionate and vulnerable and impulsive. She has this temper that really gets to me.
Her temper turns you on.
Is everything about sex with you? Well, it's not just turns me on, it's revealing. When she loses control, I see what matters to her.
Okay, so you're just gonna marry this woman, this emotional cripple who's so controlled that you have to decode every temper tantrum she has to figure out what's going on with her?
Craig, have you proposed to her?
Oh, because we're telling you right now, don't.
Too late. She proposed to me.
What? You're kidding!
That's what I say. So I ask you. I mean, I know I make a good first impression and all, but knowing me ain't necessarily loving me. And you two girls should know better than anybody.
Do you see any girls here?
Yeah, I see a couple of girls who are gonna set him straight.
Oh, well, lay it on me, sisters. You were my last hope.
You're pregnant. Just barely. But it's definite. I've been to the doctor.
Well, I've just had a hysterectomy and you're pregnant.
I didn't come here to hurt you, Rosanna.
Well, you failed. Don't touch me. Why is it? You know, I suppose it's because we're sisters. You have this unfailing ability to hurt me. Just tit for tat? Is that what it is? I take away Monte Carlo, you go and get pregnant?
Oh, yeah, that's really it, Rosanna. I found out you were having hysterectomy. I ran right out and got those satin sheets.
Couldn't you have waited till I got out of the hospital?
I just wanted you to hear from me because I thought that it might upset you. So go ahead, yell at me and scream at me and call me names, and then when you're through feeling sorry for yourself, we can talk.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I want you to get out of here. Go. What do I have to do? Call security?
Don't you know what I want?
No.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I don't know what you want, but whatever it is you want, you're not going to get it.
Well, it isn't for me. It's for the baby. A little matching trust fund?
Huh? Baby, so baby doesn't feel left out? Sorry, not gonna give it to you. Oh. Too bad. Parker's just gonna have to share.
I don't want your money, Rosanna. I don't want your boyfriend, and I don't want Monte Carlo, and I don't expect that you and I will ever feel warm or close or affectionate. But I have a son who loves you. And I would really like for his little brother or sister to feel exactly the same way.
What are you talking about?
I want you to be part of this baby's life from the jump. So I'm asking you, please, would you be a full-time aunt to this baby?
I'm not going to hold anything against a child if that's what you're afraid of. It's not his fault that his mother and I don't get along.
I know that. I've seen how you are with Parker.
So, if you would like me to visit when he's born, I'll do that. I'll send presents on Christmas, on his birthday, because I would like that to connect in some small way.
I would like a whole 9 yards.
I beg your pardon?
When I'm stuck at work, wherever that might be, when Jack is on a stakeout, you pick up the baby from the sitter. When the kid's got chicken pox, you take a turn by the tub. When the kids in the school play, well, you make sure the lines are learned. I'll make the costume.
Do you know what you're asking?
For you to be a real part of this child's life.
Which means I'm going to be a part of your life. And you don't want that. Thanksgiving, Christmas, you have me sitting at the table. You don't like me, Carly. And I feel the same way about you.
I'm not suggesting that we shouldn't have boundaries. Maybe we could skip the 4th of July. But I do want this child to have more from you than the occasional birthday present. I want the baby to light up whenever you enter a room. I want the baby to race Parker to the phone whenever you call, to run to the door whenever you show up.
Why? What are you after? Who put you up to this?
Do you think I want to get married? No, but it's not that easy. This woman...
beautiful, intelligent, rich, and not cold.
No, I like her. I do. She's interesting. But marriage...
Then don't!
Yeah, but what if my fear of what happened with Sierra is keeping me from something wonderful?
Okay. It's very simple. You have 2 people here who are happily married. Margot, why are you and Tom so happy?
Tom and I are happy because we love each other.
Same with me and Simon. So it's really that simple. That's the question we need to be asking here. Do you love her, Craig? In a forever kind of way?
All right. No, you're right. I haven't. I haven't forgiven her. So what? I'm entitled. After everything that's happened, that keeps happening, I'd be a fool to feel any different. No, I don't feel ready or willing to forgive.
And that's her fault. That you're hard-headed, thin-skinned, stubborn, a self-righteous mule of a man who'd rather live in the past than move forward to the future with a woman who has way more to offer.
Mule of a man?
I'm sorry, were you all married? Engaged? Living together?
No, she knew how I felt.
And clearly she felt differently.
Clearly.
And since you were not married or engaged or living together...
No, that does not make it all right. Man, you didn't see that tape.
I know, it's the tape. The tape, but it's not Jessica's fault. Marshall's to blame for the tape. So if you don't forgive him, that's fine. Look, I know this is not easy, but try this on. Bonnie goes all the way to Scotland to marry some fool in a skirt. Now, I could have sat here crying in my beer, but what would that have gotten me? Nothing. She'd be married to that fool, and I'd be sitting here alone.
You know what? I would love to be alone. But the woman, she haunts me, man. I try to study, I can't concentrate. I sleep, she's in my dreams. Eating, forget about it. I wish she would be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine, not gone, just neutralized.
So when you saw her, you wouldn't have to feel anything.
Exactly. Now, see, no.
No,
you stop it.
I can't help
Stop
it that
it.
you still have feelings for that woman.
I didn't say that. Even if it's true, I didn't say it.
How does Jessica feel?
I don't know. See, she says that she loves me and she wants me and she's gonna wait for me, and then bang, she's off to be with Travers. So you sit here and you tell me to forget about it, put it all behind me, forget my feelings, forgive her. I'm telling you, I honestly do not know how to do that.
Look, I understand how you feel. I do. But you have got to make an effort, and by that I mean you try. Now you try to spend some time with Jessica and don't think about every little thing. Just let it be. And you know what's gonna happen? Before long, it'll just be you and Jessica, and the rest of it will just melt away.
I sincerely doubt that.
You're too good of a man to hold on to hate. Okay? And whether you know it or not, you're gonna get past this thing. I just hope that Jessica's still there when you do.
You have feelings for me.
I did. When we were together, that's why I had to push you away. Look, I told you how I felt because I thought I owed you that much. You deserve to know that it wasn't completely one-sided. I don't regret what we shared. But we caused a lot of pain, and we made some mistakes, and we can't be together, Marshall, and you know that.
Because we hurt people, what we have doesn't deserve a chance? All right, then. We assemble all the troubled souls together in a room. And we apologize to them en masse, and we start over.
I'm not in love with you, Marshall. And that's what it would take for me to buck this town, my family, my colleagues. Did I want you? Yes, I did. Do I care about you? Yes, I do. You're a very fascinating, charismatic man, but I can't link my life to yours. It's too much to risk, and I'm not confident that what we have is something that'll last, no matter how powerful the attraction, no matter how much we have in common.
Very well reasoned, counselor.
If it sounds like I'm making an argument against us, maybe I am. But that's how I look at things, Marshall. I assemble the facts, see if they support a theory, test it. We failed the test.
And Dr. Harris, did he pass the test?
My daughter respects him. I respect him. He is a perceptive, caring man. And what I feel for him is of a lasting nature. I'm sorry.
Don't you dare apologize to me. Apologize to yourself, Jessica, because you're making a bad decision, and you're going to regret it. Because Ben Harris is not the man you think he is.
Marshall, please.
The man hates me, and I understand why. Because hearing all this, how you'll settle for him? The man had me in his power, unconscious. My brain open to his knife. Me, the man who took you away, who made love to you. You know what that does to a man? Especially a man like Ben Harris, who doesn't have the ability to fight and stand up for what he wants. So what'd he do? He cut me. Yeah, what was it? It was just a little cut. A cowardly little cut, because that's who he is. He's a coward and an assassin.
Okay. Who's making a case now?
How many murder cases have you tried, Jessica? Huh? Why do people kill? Because they're angry, and Ben Harris is angry at me.
And you're angry at him. So if I were to follow your logic, then I would have to ask the following question. Is that why you're trying to destroy his career?
Did Jack put you up to this? Craig? Did he tell you to come here and soften me up so I would give in on Monte Carlo?
No, neither one of them knows I'm here.
Well, Jack has to know about you recruiting Aunt Ro. That's sort of an us decision, isn't it?
Normally, yeah. But I can't give Jack anything but good news now, after losing JJ. I don't want to get his hopes up about one big happy family and then have you nix it. He'll be fine with it, if that's what you're worried about. He likes you.
Some people do. This surprises you?
I don't think you're a terrible person. It's just that we irritate each other. I don't know why. We just do. But that is really small potatoes, isn't it?
Emma says that. Small potatoes.
Yeah, she does. Anyway, after seeing Jack lose that baby, and then seeing his parents light up with joy, that's what it's about at the end of the day. It's not about how famous you become or how many cars you have parked in your driveway. It's about family. Family. Even family you can't stand and who can't stand you. So, here I am. I'm asking you to cherish this new baby the same way you seem to cherish Parker. And maybe it'll even help heal some of that hurt you feel. Good. Oh, but you can't tell anybody, all right? Not even Craig. You and Jack are the only people who know.
You trust me to keep a secret?
Yeah. Just until I know that everything's okay.
Do the first trimester, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, yeah, I will, keep your secret, and, I would be honored to be Aunt Ro.
Good. Thank you. I'm gonna go. You said that you're headed home tomorrow.
Unless something changes.
Okay. I'll check in with you.
Yeah?
Craig loves you.
And you know this because?
He told me. We're friends, he and I. It's our best event. I know when he's lying, even to himself. And he loves you. Just thought you ought to know. Baby, you are expensive.
Well, sometimes I don't know if I love her. I mean, I thought I loved Carly, but maybe that was just...
Sex.
Friendship. Rosanna and I aren't really friends. We're very close and we talk. And I do care about her, but in that forever kind of way.
Craig, I don't know what else we can say. I mean, we've made it painfully obvious how we feel about you marrying Rosanna.
Yeah.
It's just something that you have to figure out for yourself. So my best advice, look for a sign.
Dangerous curves.
Remember when I married Simon?
Yeah.
And it snowed inside the church? And those little lambs showed up out of nowhere? That's a sign. Okay, so lambs and snowflakes don't work for you, but it's the principle of the thing. Something will happen. A sign. And you'll know it. You'll know exactly what it means, exactly when it happens. I promise.
Lambs and snowflakes.
Absolutely.
Can we go now?
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you for your input. I do appreciate it. And what I tell Rosanna...
Just keep on the lookout for the lambs and the snowflakes.
This week on Guiding Light.
You're even better than I imagined.
Betrayal is the name of the game.
I think while I was in the hospital, you slept with my wife.
What would you do if I told you that I had slept with her?
Now, war is imminent.
What you did to me was despicable, and I will make sure that you regret it.
Don't miss a minute of Guiding Light.
I'm not saying I want revenge. I want justice. The man tried to kill me.
And you believe that why? Because you're angry enough to want to destroy him.
And if he nicked that artery on purpose, what, would you want him to go unpunished?
But he didn't do that on purpose, Marshall.
And you know that how? Because you love him?
Because he's not that kind of man.
And I am. Yeah, a vengeful, corrupt, self-serving tyrant who would destroy an innocent man. Get out.
You know, I'm sorry, we shouldn't be having this conversation right now. You're trying to recover, and the last thing you need to do is get in an argument with me. So you just focus on getting better, okay? And finding your daughter. And this thing with Ben, this fight, it's a losing battle, Marshall, so, don't waste your energy.
Thanks so much for your concern.
Okay, I'm gonna go now, and I'll stop by later and see how you're doing.
Don't bother. Jessica. You saying I can't have you? Then just so we're clear, I'm saying you can't save Dr. Benjamin Harris.
Hey, Emily, it's me. I wanted to let you know that it worked. Rosanna, or shall I call her Auntie, is on board. I have lied so much the last couple of weeks, I don't even know what's true anymore. But I'm home, and I'm gonna go inside and hug my husband and go to sleep until I wake up and then tackle whatever else life throws at me. Bye.
What you gonna get till you get there anyway?
What? What is this?
Open it.
Tickets?
We're finally going on a honeymoon.
Okay. Hasta la vista, baby.
Oh. We're really finally going on a honeymoon?
8 days and nights south of the border, honey. We're gonna bask in the sun, sip virgin margaritas. Huh? Long walk on the beach.
Just the two of us, alone?
Of course, just the two of us. John will have Parker, so yes, just you and me and a little guy here, of course. Well, first we're gonna have to find out with your doctor if it's cool for you to fly, and find out when the little guys do.
Right. Well, you are making my dreams come true, G-Man.
Likewise.
Packing?
Hi. You're letting me out of here.
Okay. That's a great win.
Tomorrow, I'm fighting the urge to escape right now.
Well, I'm very thrilled for you, but you got to take it slow. Now, listen, I have to talk to you.
Oh, that sounds serious.
Well, it's about your marriage proposal.
Oh,
I have an answer.
No. Wait. I've made a decision. I'm withdrawing my proposal.